This is one of the most powerful stories that made me believe in myself again in life. Please stay until the end, learn from it, and don't forget to share it with more people. Let's save each other. Once there were two animal trainers who lived next to each other as neighbors. They had many animals: cows, goats, horses, chickens, and more. Every afternoon, they let the animals out to play, and by evening, they brought them back inside. One evening, something strange happened. When it was time to bring the animals back, one man noticed that his biggest cow was missing. It was not just any cow, it was his oldest and most important mother cow. He searched everywhere but could not find her. He asked his neighbor, but the neighbor also said, "I don't know where it is." Later that night, while he was sleeping, he suddenly heard the sound of a cow crying. He woke up and ran outside. He listened carefully, and the sound was coming from his neighbor's side. He rushed there and found his neighbor already outside with a lamp. "I can hear my cow crying here," he said. "Yes," the neighbor replied. "That's why I'm also outside." They followed the sound and discovered something shocking. The cow had fallen into the neighbor's old abandoned well, the one that once held water but was no longer in use. Now what could they do? The neighbor asked, but the cow's owner said, "Let's wait until tomorrow. Maybe in the daylight, we'll find a solution." The next day, both of them went to the well again, looking for a way to remove the cow. But unfortunately, they found no solution. So they continued feeding the cow inside the well. The cow never kept silent for one single day. She cried day and night. 3 days later, the neighbor who owned the well said, "This noise is too much. I can't sleep. You must find a way to remove your cow from my well." But the cow's owner shook his head. "But how?" the cow's owner asked. "The cow is big, the well is deep and very old. Who wants to risk his life to go down there? There may be dangerous animals down there like snakes, scorpions, and more. I can't go down there, and even if I do, there's no way to remove that fat cow out." The owner of the well said, "It is your cow. It is your responsibility. You are the one losing, not me. This well is useless to me. I am not using it anymore." And the owner of the cow said, "This cow too is now useless. By the way, I already have a lot of cows. There is no point wasting time and risking life to save this one. Let's forget about it." Then the owner of the well said, "But we have to do something about the noise. It's disturbing me." The owner of the cow replied, "The well is useless to you, and the cow is useless to me. The only solution now is to cover the old well with sand and forget about the cow, so we can have peace from this sound." Both of them agreed. The next day, they gathered other neighbors and started covering the well with sand. The moment the first sand touched the cow, she went quiet. They thought she had given up, but then a miracle happened. The cow was not giving up. With every shovel of sand thrown on her, she shook it off and stepped on it, slowly rising higher and higher. The very thing they were using to bury her became her ladder. Finally, when the sand almost filled the well, the cow jumped out, alive and free. Everyone was shocked. "Unbelievable," they said. The cow's owner hugged her and cried, not only because she survived, but because he realized his mistake. This cow was the mother of many of his other cows. She was the reason he had so much. But when she was in trouble, he called her useless. That is what we humans often do. When we need people, we call them brothers, sisters, and friends. But when they need us, we turn away and call them useless. That is wrong. We must do better. And the cow teaches us another lesson. In life, when people throw dirt on you, don't give up. Shake it off. Step on it. Use it to rise higher. Not every time you face problems should you cry for help. Sometimes stay calm, focus, and think. You will discover the strength inside you to solve it on your own. What was meant to bury you can become the very thing that lifts you up. Share this story to help someone. Like, comment, and follow for more real-life lessons. Thank you @Sagerspheres.